Hi, coaches. Welcome back to Big Rule the World. I'm Coach Allen here, and I want to welcome you back to our episode today as we break down the scheme of man pass protection. We're going to be breaking down more now inside the scheme. We've given you tips, we've given you drills on how to teach the scheme to your guys, how to teach pass protection and improve pass protection with your guys. So now we're moving on and going into the scheme behind it and how we coach our scheme. Specifically, I'm going to talk about our 5-man and 6-man pass protections, going with our man protection, our macho is what we call it, protection. Okay. Before I get to that, just a few little tidbits. If you haven't yet, sign up for our newsletter. Special things going to be coming out. We are pushing now for 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, which when we look at the analytics, it looks like most of our viewers are not subscribers. Subscribe to the show. Click on and join us for our pass protection series, as well as many more things when we talk scheme, talk ball, talk offensive line play. Join on, subscribe there. As we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be launching something new here called the Offensive Line Academy. Okay, our virtual Offensive Line Academy is set to target players and coaches who are looking to try to learn a little bit more, create a community. If that's some type of thing you'd be interested in, we're going to have in the coming episodes, we're going to have links as well as links in our newsletter for you to sign up for an interest meeting on that. Eventually, we're thinking about Zoom meetings to talk ball, talk shop, and coach up on some things, as well as some private videos just for you guys who signed for that Offensive Line Virtual Academy. Now, other news. On February 26th, I'm going to be speaking in Richmond, Virginia, to the Championship Coaches Clinic put on by LC Bird High School's Troy Taylor. He's getting a ton of college coaches that make me feel like I'm sort of inadequate in a certain way. But, I was excited to get the invite and get to speak again. It's a clinic I did back before we had Big Rule of the World, back when I was just a lowly head football coach with no YouTube following. Now I got 700 followers. I guess I need to speak again. But that's going to be February 26th. If you're in the Richmond area, we'd love for you to come down. It's at some Sheraton hotel. I'll get more of the info to you on that on our next episode. Now, with all that being said, let's get to the scheme. Let me go ahead here, coaches. I'm going to share my screen with you. There we go. And let's get to the whiteboard. My whiteboard app. Here we go. I love this little whiteboard app because what's going to happen here, you see one of the things that I drew up, was able to draw up. If you get my newsletter, originally I was drawing up stuff and having like the craziest, like hand-drawn drawings. If you followed me last year on YouTube at all, let's go to a whole new page. If you followed me on YouTube last year at all, what we would do, trying to get this thing to connect. What we would do is a lot of times I would go to a camera or I would go to you all see my whiteboard. Good. Oh, okay. Anyway, we got our guard tackles in center. We'll get ready. So a lot of times last year I was going to a video camera and going into the whiteboard, so we're getting a little bit more technologically advanced. This is on a touch screen. So if you're taking a look at it at home, we're going to talk first about our 6-man protection, okay? Now we'll talk about half slide, full slide, that type of stuff in our next video. Today, we just want to talk about man or macho type protection. For us, if we're going 6-man, a lot of times we're going to be doing our half slide protection stuff. We'll draw it up against an even front and an odd front just to show you how it works. But macho protection front, very simple. We're going to coach our tackles. I want to catch them really to get vertical to outside with their kicks, okay? So if I'm kicking, I want to drop that kick foot back. So for my left tackle, that's going to be my left foot. I'm going to drop it back, keep that post foot up high. I want to get this speed rusher. I'm locked on him. All right. Now, the fallacy of man pass protection right here is it makes us susceptible in the pass off game. So that's where it almost turns into a zone type of protection where I'd rather have this tackle get C gap and have this guard get my B gap defender. Okay. But if we're locking on man right here, this tackle's done vertical set right here to outside set right there. Okay. That way he can see if there's going to be a sweep, if there's going to be a twist type of game here from the defense. If there's no twist game, okay, if there's a twist game, I'll draw right here. My idea is if we can get these guys setting vertically right there on the left side, if we can get our guys setting vertically, it's the same thing going on the right side. If we can set vertical, then we can be okay. We set vertical, we can be okay. We can be ready for a twist. If we call twist, he goes mine, yours for the guy coming inside. He goes yours for the guy coming outside. And we know to switch. They're calling switch to one another. Okay, it just makes more sense, guys, when we get it drawn up. So anyway, I still like our half side more, but we're gonna set here. We're looking man here, man there, man here, man there. For us, tackle is gonna have C gap, guard is gonna have B gap, center, and play side running back. Now this all depends on, for us, what side your quarterback is. What hand he's to, really, you know. Our guys, if we're right-handed, we'd like to read the right side here first. So I'm gonna have center set for the back side, quarterback, running back fill in right there. Okay, lock on. Okay, there are fallacies of this, and I prefer half slide to an even man front. Now, I'll talk about that why in our next episode, really. Let's get some of these gone. Let's see a whole new one. Okay. With our man protection, I love it. Okay, we talked about it with 6-man. I like it more. Let's say they give you a 50 look. Okay, that's easy. We're gonna set. If they're giving you this 50 look, chances are you're bringing a tight end into the box, especially at 10. You're gonna now make it 11. All right, just so that tight end can give you this guy moved off more. All right, now you gotta pay attention here, but we're gonna set. So have C gap responsibility, B gap responsibility. He's gonna take the nose where he goes. B gap, C gap responsibility type there. Okay, now you say, what if he goes here? He goes there, then my guard has to be setting, boom, boom, boom. Nobody in B gap, we can turn back right here, and that's a post move for us, which teaches us to bury him in the ground. All right, so we want to bury that guy in the ground if he crosses our face to a post move. All right, what if we get a little late twisty right here? We're gonna bury, eyes on, and he goes, gone, CCC, guard's gonna take over. Tackle's gonna pick up right there, and we're almost turning to wall him off from the quarterback right there. Okay, where does man show up the most? For us, in our macho game, we'll really go man out of 2 fronts here. Okay, out of under center. Our first man is called our cap game. Cap game is very simple. Everybody's gonna step inside, bang, post foot steps in. We're not kicking back anymore, we're stepping in. This is your 3-step drop out of under center protection. Okay, we do this out of our split back. Really, you can say it's a zone pass protection because, you know, we're stepping A gap. Center's gonna have nose guard threat, B gap for the tackles, C gap for our tailbacks. But we like it more, you know, for your easy 3-step drop protection. Just step in, hold on, almost just like you're blocking for extra point. Now, where we also have it, if you're a normal 10 personnel team, we called this cap protection back in my old school when we'd run mesh. Okay, when we have mesh, all you air raid guys are now getting your rocks off now. We have that back out of the backfield right now running that rail route. So that means for us, let's say we got 4-2, okay? We're locked on man, locked on man, locked on man. Same principles I talked to you about in the 4-2. Now center, okay? I want quarterback to leave. This is usually who we have for our running back. That's what we would call our guy right there. Okay, Rango, Ricky, whatever. Okay, we're gonna Ricky call that guy right there. Ricky. There we go. Ricky tells us he's gonna lock on to a right linebacker. If that linebacker's number 58, or Ricky 358, that tells us running back gets it. Okay, if we're going left, Lucy, 59. Okay, this one we got cat protection, cat. The cat's gonna be 58 right here. That tells our quarterback, and when you have the center calling out to the quarterback, that's his hot read, okay? Center's turning back for backside linebacker right there. And again, it turns into a zone protection because what if this linebacker comes here and these guys both pitch? Well, now the center's gonna pick up, guard's gonna pick up, tackle's gonna come right there. But, okay, if we got the Ricky call, okay, let's say backer comes right now. That tells quarterback I have to hit my hot route at tailback right now in the flats. Okay, there's no waiting around, no messing around right there. All right, we're going to get more into the intricacies of the half slide because you really got to get into the half slide here. So you have to go to our next video on Tuesday to get that. But that's just sort of our teachings. Remember with man, we're trying to keep that inside foot up, trying to keep them to go to the outside. If he cuts back across our face in a post, we got to post him. We're going to bury his ass. Keep your head on a swivel. It turns into gap protection. You got to be able to communicate. All right. Till next time, coaches, we're going to get into the half slide and talk about the intricacies and how we drop the steam for our half slide protection and full slide protections. Till next time, coaches, remember, if you want to dominate on the scoreboard, you got to dominate in the trenches. If you want to dominate in the trenches, you got to remember that bigs rule the world.